Beauts. Today I am doing a look from It Chapter 2 and I've picked a look from the promotional poster, so it's a bit different from the It look I did last time. Yeah, I don't think I've seen anybody else do this particular one, so I hope you like it. First things first, using a reference picture, draw out the design. I wanted to copy the reference picture as closely as possible. I'm just using a lip pencil to draw out the design. You can see I keep looking back at the reference. Looking at the reference a lot. Kind of looks like I'm drawing a strange map on my face at the moment, but it'll all come together. If you make any mistakes, just rub it off and start again. I also drew out the Pennywise mouth and, you know, the little bits that go up from his mouth to his eyes. Then I mixed some 2 parts silicone. Mix parts A and B equal parts. Remember to use 2 different spatulas, or to clean your spatula in between dipping into each pot, otherwise you will contaminate it and it will go off. I know I say this every time I use silicone, but it's so important because you don't want to wreck your product. Anyway, then just smooth it on around those edges. What you want to make it look like is like your skin is kind of peeling away and revealing Pennywise underneath. Once you're happy, use a little bit of Vaseline on the same spatula and just smooth those edges away, making sure that they blend into your skin really nicely. Lift the edges of the silicone back just so they look like nicely peeled away, and then leave it to set. Once it's set, you want to paint the inside white. So like I say, the inside is the kind of the Pennywise face and the outside is your normal face. So paint the inside white with a white water-based face paint. That will last a lot better than a cream paint will. Although if you've only got a cream paint, you can use that as long as you powder it well. Use a small brush to get right up to those edges. Once that's done, make sure you clean away the Vaseline from where you've smoothed those edges, because that will inhibit any makeup you try and put on top of it. I'm just using a baby wipe to do that. Once that's all gone, I'm taking my Skin Illustrator palette and just painting the edges of that torn skin. Now, you don't have to use alcohol paints, they are quite expensive, so you can just use whatever you happen to have to hand, whether that be red face paint or red lipstick or even some red eyeshadow, it's fine. Once you've got the base red down, you want to deepen up some of those edges just to make it look a little bit more realistic and give it some depth. So I'm just using a little touch of black, but you can use black eyeshadow or a deeper red lipstick, whatever you happen to have to hand. In the reference picture, he has loads of blood going down his neck and chin too, so I'm just painting that in here. Again with my alcohol palette, but again just use whatever you happen to have to hand. Now you'll also see me sort of towards the end of the tutorial doing a skin flap at the bottom of the chin, which you'll see at the right at the end is not there because it just didn't work basically. Anyway, so just moving on to the normal face makeup, just putting on some foundation. Now you can do whatever you want with your natural face that's showing around the Pennywise bit. If you want to do a glam makeup, you can. If you just want to leave it plain, you can. whatever your heart desires. I'm just doing a very basic kind of glam makeup, and also just extending that blood onto the face, because again in the reference picture he does have some blood on his face, which I suppose you would if a portion of your face had been torn off to reveal an evil, sadistic, demonic clown underneath. Anyway, so going back to the Pennywise bit, I'm just painting in the Pennywise features with some red water-based face paint, so that Pennywise nose, those lines going up from his mouth to his eyes, and then his iconic shaped lips, and then switching back to carrying on painting that blood underneath, because I felt on looking in the mirror that there just wasn't enough of it. Now I'm doing the really big Pennywise lower bottom lip, which doesn't really translate because as soon as I unstretch my face then you can't really see it, but I tried. Oh, and there's that skin flap that I was telling you about. It was a nice idea, but it just didn't really translate well. Once I painted it red, it just looked a little bit odd, like some kind of red goatee or something. So in the end I took it off and decided to just do without it, but yeah, I tried it anyway. So there you see me just painting that. You can include it if you want, but nah, I didn't like it. Anyway, so I decided to put a little bit of gloss on the lips, and then I painted some shine on the nose and on the lips, because the reference picture is a kind of a poster, so it's kind of quite sort of arty and looks like it's been painted. So yeah, that's what you see me doing here. And then you see I've got the nice glam smoky eye, and I'm just applying some lashes just to finish off the look. This is the finished look. If you like it, give it a massive thumbs up. Comment down below and let me know if you've seen It Chapter 2. I haven't yet, and I cannot wait to see it. Let me know if it was good. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.